In this video, we're going to look at this 2020 Forever hip hop stamp and we're going to recreate it. The way my screen looks is very stripped down. I just want to remind people I start out with a workspace that is essentials, but then I delete everything and I only have up here my tools over here on the left and layers. Let's take a look at what we've got here. We have a document that has a couple different layers. Sometimes I think it's a good idea just to turn them on and off so you get a sense of what they are. At the very top, I've got the featured artist. Down the second layer, I just have the reference. And then I've got the box here, just that emulates this design here. And then I've got a background layer. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how we can create this sort of movement that was accomplished by duplicating an image, shifting it, and applying different colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this layer and I want to go down to the little half and half cookie here, and I want to go down here and I want to posterize it. Now posterizing it limits the information that is in the image here. So I'm going to posterize that, and up here you can just actually hover over there and just do 3. So I only want 3 levels. Now take a look. It's making this change over the whole document, but we're going to learn something here after we click. So 3 levels. So I've told Photoshop I only want you to really give me 3 different levels in this image. So now I'm going to go back to this is an adjustment layer, is sitting above this artist. But it's stacked, it's at the top of the stack, so it's actually talking to every layer that's below it. But if I hold down Option Alt on my keyboard and I hover between these two things and click, it only applies that effect to this one layer immediately below it. So now that I've done that, I'm going to also do something that is essentially, it's destructive in the fact that it's going to actually make a permanent effect on this image. But I want to be doing a lot of other things and duplicating this image. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold down my Shift key and I'm going to select both these layers here. And up here from the hamburger menu, I'm just going down here to Merge Layers. So now that I've posterized that, I still want to reduce colors. So I'm going to, with that layer still awake, I'm going to go down here again and go to black and white. And now it's made it black and white. But again, notice it made that decision and applied it to every layer that's below that. But let's control that. Let's hit Option or Alt on our keyboard. Let's hover between these two. And when you see that little arrow pop up, you click. And now it's applied that only to the image below that. And then again, I'm going to hold down my Shift key and select both those layers. You need to hold on Shift to be able to select more than one layer. And then up here, I'm going to go to Merge Layers. So now I have started out with something that is a little closer to this area of the design, which is just the black and white silhouette of this artist, DJ. So now I'm going to take that layer and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to duplicate it and duplicate it again. And then just to be showing you good practices, I'm going to actually rename this the black and white figure. And up here, I'm going to call this one the red figure. See, there's a red here. Up here, I'm going to click on that and rename that green figure. And these are steps that your coworkers will really appreciate your habits if you get into the practice of applying meaningful names to layers rather than layer one copy. So now that I've got this layer here, I want to take this layer that I've copied and I want to apply a red color to that figure. And that's really fun and easy to do. The first thing I'm going to do is to make this clear to see what's happening here. I'm going to turn all these layers off so that you're only seeing this layer. Now I'm going to get into my magic wand tool and I'm going to just click anywhere outside the figure. And those marching ants, I also I want to get that little area between your two legs. So I'm going to hold down shift and just kind of click in there too. So the marching ants, and I'll zoom up a little bit. The marching ants, let me move this so you can see this. They have selected just only the background. Now I want to go up here and go to select inverse. So now those marching ants they've selected the figure beautifully. Now I'm going to go up here now that I've selected this area, and I want to wake up my layers again because I want to use my magic wand to grab this red color. And I think it's a good idea, grab the purest, darkest version of that color. So I'm going to grab this, just click on it with my eyedropper, and now it's filled the foreground with that color, which is great. Now that I'm still in that layer, I'm going to go here down to this half and half cookie and go solid color. And it by default wants to apply the foreground color. So that's a good deal for me. That's what I want. I click OK. Now this isn't what I want, but pretty cool. All I have to do is change the relationship of this from normal to screen. And there we go. So now I've got this beautiful color, and it has applied this effect to the layer right below that. So now, just so I want to keep my layers kind of simple, I'm going to do another. It's destructive. It's permanently changing this layer, but I will select Shift and go up here and go to merge these layers. So now I'm going to end this video, and I will see you again for step 2.